Well, hey everyone, good morning. Today is Tuesday, March the 18th, and I have 3 items going out today. I do have one item I'm going to show you because it is a Facebook local sale, and I am actually meeting someone in a little bit, so I wanted to go ahead and show you, but it's been rather slow for me. I am currently working my full-time job. It is my work week, so I am a full-time hospice on-call nurse. So when I work for 7 days in a row, and I have just been exhausted. So yesterday I didn't even list. Now, the one thing I did do is I sat down for just a little bit watching TV with my husband, and I ended and sold similar. So I did do that, but I feel like, the last few weeks have been pretty good. And then this weekend just was not good. And I even listed through the weekend, even though I was working, I had drafts. So I did post my 5 drafts a day just to keep myself active. But it just was a horrible weekend. Or it just wasn't good. Just wasn't good at all. And then yesterday came and I had the 3 sales that we're going to go over right now. So let's just get going. I had 1 Poshmark and 2 eBay. They're nothing, it is what it is, but, I'm thankful for them because, if I wouldn't have sold these, then it would have been downright horrid. So I am going to go ahead and put the label on this one. All right. This is going to go out in a 10 by 13. And it is this Talbot's. I did purchase this year. Talbot's multi-stripe girlfriend cardigan, blue, white, women's size large, petite. So very cute. Talbot's is I like picking up Talbot's. It does have a following. Look at the buttons. They're super cute. So this would have been, there's the Talbot's petite. This would have been a great pickup. And I got it home and I realized that there was just a few light faded stains on it. I did wash it trying to get them out. White is kind of hard. Some resellers won't even pick up white because it's like you get it home and you get it under the light and you're like, okay, well, I missed that huge stain. But I really tried to inspect it well before buying it. But at the end of the day, I ended up getting this in a bag sale at one of my local thrift stores. And my cost of goods was only $1.43 on this. And that's kind of typical. I always shoot for under $1 on the bag sales. And that is where I go and there's a little tiny snag that I didn't see, but what I'm going to do, my sweater shaver is in. I'm just going to kind of clip the outside of it and it's fine. Yeah. And now that I'm talking about it, I don't even see the stains. And I think I put in the listing, they are unnoticeable. I was just, when you inspect it well, when you're posting things, you just, I don't know why I missed these 2 little, there's a cut. You just got to be careful doing this so don't create a hole, but I can tell it's just fray. There's a little spot that's frayed, but anyway, so since did have some stains, I listed this lower than what a typical Target's cardigan was selling at. and I received an offer. I think I listed it for $16.99. I received an offer for $14. I felt like that was decent, and I hadn't made a sale. So I was like, I'm going to take this offer. So after my cost of goods and shipping and fees, my net profit on this is $9.71. How's your eBay doing? Yeah, let me know. I always post first on eBay. Because that's the platform, one, I sell the most on. I'm more comfortable on. And then I cross post over to other platforms. So, okay. The next item I've talked a little bit in my videos about. For those of that have been following me for a while, you know that throughout the year I collect nice flannels, and I get them here and there. I try not to spend over $1 on them. And then I kind of hold on to them. And at the end of the year, I go to a flea market, or not a flea market, a craft fair back home. And I have this huge flannel rack. And it's $5 flannels. Excuse me. I think I sold over 30 this last craft fair season. And that was just on one show. And I do it, for fun. I don't make a lot of money on it. It gets people to come into my little craft fair booth. And I mean, it's just kind of fun that I do it. And I have the space to hold them, so I do that. So right now, I came home with one bin that didn't sell. I went with 3 bins. I came home with 1. So I think that was pretty good. So I'm in the process of going through that bin, and I am just kind of having a flannel blowout. I'm posting them on eBay for $6.50, no offers, $6.50, and trying to just get rid of them. So I've posted several, but I am still working on that. So if you've been to my eBay store to look, I'm still working on trying to get through that. It's just kind of a hard week, as you can probably tell from my bags under my eyes. And I was on call last night, and I was up in the night, and and then my phone woke me up at 8 a.m. So okay, so this is just a Faded Glory. I am not afraid to pick these up. These will sell at the craft fair. This is very cute though. It's a woman's extra large, and it's just a white and purple plaid. So this sold for $6.50. I do have a 10% off coupon in my store, and they used that. And so I am happy. This is a Walmart brand, but you know what? Have you bought clothes from Walmart? It's not super cheap anymore, and I'm making sure the buttons were all there. I try to look that over when I'm posting them, but I just, when you're tired and you're like just trying to get through life and you're like, I don't want to make a huge mistake. That's how I am right now. Okay. So I'm just going to ship it out like I do regularly. My net profit on this was $5.01. So I'm just a-okay with that. I definitely would not have paid up for this. This would have been in a bag sale or the Goodwill outlet. I'll pick a lot of them up at the Goodwill outlet when I go, which I don't go as much as I used to anymore because there's not one close to me anymore. But the one in Rogers, Arkansas, if you are in that area, it is being rebuilt. It's supposed to open here pretty soon. I'm so excited. A tornado took it out this last year. So they have been in the process of remodeling the building. And I know if you are on, there's some Goodwill outlet Facebook groups. And I know that several people have commented like how happy we all are that it's coming back. So, okay. So 10 by 13. And I am glad to get rid of that one. And I made 501. which is why I would have sold it for $5 at the craft fair. So that's great. That's great. I got rid of them. Okay. And then the last is a Poshmark sale. This is a rather new item, and Poshmark kills me. It really does. But I mean, I'm not okay, I am griping about it. I've just been getting really low offers on Poshmark, and I feel like my listings are pretty, I mean, I don't overly list things for sale. I feel like my prices are pretty reasonable. I don't mind taking offers at all. I'm actually trying to increase my listing prices, just because I'm like, I feel like comparatively on Poshmark, I list lower than other people, but I do my comps on eBay, and there's just a different crowd, I feel like, that shops on eBay versus Poshmark. Although there are people like me, I look at all of the platforms. When I'm searching for something, I will look at all of the platforms to compare prices, to compare the items. There are the sellers that they only post on eBay or they only post on Poshmark. And so anyway, this is a new item. I just picked this up last Tuesday, which today's Tuesday, and I remembered it's Goodwill 75% day of the color, but I just have so much to go through for my last haul, and I have so much to do, and I have two appointments today, and I am just really tired. So I am going to skip this week, which I really hate to say that because I've been finding some good items there. Look at that beauty I found last week. Old 1970s, beautiful bell sleeve maxi. I just got that listed. That'll be in a haul that should already have been posted. But anyway, this I got the last Tuesday I was there. So I picked this up on 3/11, so March 11th. It is a men's heavy knit American Eagle flannel. This is definitely one I would pick up to go ahead and post on eBay. I'm not going to hang on to this and try and sell it for only $5 at the end of the year. So I picked it up. It is like that heavy knit material. So my title read American Eagle men's plaid button-up flannels, a shirt, size large, heavy knit. So I posted it for $14.99. Comps for American Eagle flannels, they are kind of just all over the place. So I kind of just posted middle range. And I received an offer for $10 on Poshmark. I considered that. I knew I had got this at the Goodwill, so I looked up what I had into it, and my cost of goods was, even though I got this 75% off day, my cost of goods was $3.35. So I countered at 12, and they accepted. So I'm okay with that. It only made my net profit $5.70, which kind of stinks, but I just got this item and I'm getting rid of it, and I made a sale. So I feel like the last couple weeks I'm just kind of scraping to get some sales, but I also know that this is the way it goes. So sales aren't always going to be great, and that we're all going to go through times where you keep listing and you wait for the sales to come in. I love following Rebel the reseller. If you don't follow her, check out her channel. She's got way more followers than me. But Anyway, her and Robert, I love watching them. They're very down to earth. But she always is like, you post for fourth quarter, like get it posted. Because when fourth quarter comes around, those sales are going to start like cha-ching, cha-ching. And so what she does now, she works towards fourth quarter, and if it sells, it sells. And I always have that in the back of my head, because she's right. Like, you know, when September comes, October, like that's when the sales really start to kind of pick up. And so I kind of, she like it stays in my head sometimes when I'm feeling sorry for myself and I'm just like, I don't want to post. I think, you know what, my goal is to get up to around 1,000 listings. And you know, while I'm working on higher quality items, increasing my average sales price, I say that, and then if you watched my last haul, I just picked up a whole bunch of low average sell price items. But you know, sometimes you're stuck with what you can find, especially if you have limited time. I don't have the time to drive 3 hours to a Goodwill outlet haul or to a Goodwill outlet every week. I don't have the time to do that monthly. I'm working a full-time job. I'm tired. I'm trying to run a household. Like, you have to give yourself grace at the same time and just do what works for you. So this is what's working for me right now, but you can always make goals for yourself. So okay, Poshmark, this is going out in a Tyvek poly mailer, and I hope it will fit in there. I'm gonna make it fit in there is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it fit. So how was your weekend? Let me know. I was so tired yesterday from my weekend. I did not record my weekend ship with me yet. So I'm actually gonna try and do that today. I got a lot to get done, but my priority is getting listings up. That's my priority. So, well, and dropping off my taxes. That's a priority too. Oh, I hate tax season. I hate it. Okay, so on these Tyvek mailers, I have these nice little priority stickers. And these Tyvek mailers don't stick the way they used to. Back in the day, they were super sticky. You don't have to worry about it. But the Postal Service has changed the recipe on the stickiness. And without showing you the label, I just use these to help close it. So, okay, only 3 going out today, but that's okay. I'm gonna just do what I can do and let it be. So I am gonna show you this item that is, I'm meeting someone, and it just so happens the town that she's in, she's working today, and the town that she's in, I have to go there to drop my taxes off. So it's only about 10 minutes away. But anyway, this is an FAO Schwarz. This is an Adopt a Wild PAL. It has its paperwork, so it's new. It has the little FAO, and this is a parrot. What's his name? Looks like a parrot. A macaw, Northern Scarlet Macaw, and it has all the little new paperwork in it. So this has been posted for a while, and I had lowered the price, I think, to $9.99. So on Facebook it came up as $10, and yeah, so it's selling for $10 today. So hey, I've made a sale. If everything goes right. I mean, I'm going to her workplace, so I'm thinking that the sale's gonna go through. But anyway, so that'll go out today as well. And I will give you guys my numbers from last week. I'm gonna do that on the weekend haul that I have to film today. So anyway, short video, but thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging with me and sticking with me, especially on these weeks where I'm sorry, the chickens are really loud too, but a couple more weeks, guys, a couple more weeks on the chickens. I did lose one yesterday. I think she had a deformity that popped up about a week and a half ago. Her crop continued to stay full no matter what I did. I would empty it, and it just would never empty all the way. And if you're familiar with chickens, you know exactly what I'm saying. I did all the home remedies. It's hard when they're babies because you really can't separate them from their sisters, or it really causes them to be stressful. With an older hen that has crop issues, you can actually separate them and withhold the food, and it just was so hard with her. So no matter what I did, she just was not, she was not gonna make it. And my husband and I, we did what we could yesterday, and then we finally were like, yeah, this is just gonna be a problem. She's only 5 weeks old. So yeah, she's no longer with us. So I have 5 now, and I live in an HOA. And not that you want to know any of this because this is a reselling channel, but sometimes it's just fun to chit chat. But in the state of Missouri, the governor made it illegal for any HOA to restrict a homeowner from having their own chickens for, sustainability. And so a lot of people are rushing to get chickens right now. The egg prices has everyone scared. I don't want you to think that's why I got them, because it's not. I used to have chickens back in Kansas when we lived out in the country, and they were all country chickens, and I never worried about crops and things like that. And the most I worried about were hawks and owls and things like that, and raccoons and and snakes, things like that. So now we have a little house, we have a little yard, and I just can have 6. So I chose the 6 kinds of chickens I wanted, and I have wanted chickens again for years. And before egg prices even increased, I had a chicken coop, and I already had this all planned. So just want to throw that out there because there's always someone that has something to say about something. So anyway, but I did lose my Barred Rock, and it makes me sad. She was the sweetest. Because I had to hold her so much, she liked my voice. She came to me. So I am a little sad yesterday and today, but it's a chicken. And so now I just have to decide, do I want to try and do I want to get another baby chick? Do I just want to go with the 5 I have and see how many eggs I get, and just love on the 5 I have? I don't know. I'm trying to go through that. I'm also thinking of trying to find someone that has about a 6-week-old pullet, which is a hen, and just to see if I can introduce the new one to this flock and if they'll accept it. Anyway, yeah, chicken. I got chicken issues 101 over here. So welcome to reselling and chicken issues. I only started down this road because you can hear them in the background, and they're super loud, and they can hear my voice. So it is the morning time, and they're pretty loud. But anyway, someone made a comment. They hope my chickens were doing good. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. And I will catch you guys later. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm crossing my fingers. See ya.